Hello, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, hi. I'm really glad you decided to click on this. Today we're talking about something that almost every English learner experiences, but very few people explain properly. Why you can't understand fast English and how to fix it. If you've ever watched a movie, listened to a podcast, or heard native speakers talking and thought, I know English. So why does this sound like noise? You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not failing. This is going to be a long, honest, very real conversation. So relax. Don't try to understand every single word perfectly. And just stay with me. Let's start with something important. Fast English is not actually fast. It only feels fast to you. Native speakers aren't speeding up to confuse learners. They're just speaking naturally, without thinking about pronunciation, grammar, or clarity. They're not choosing words one by one. They're expressing ideas, emotions, reactions. And your brain is trying to keep up using the wrong tools. Most learners think listening problems mean they're bad at English. But listening is not the same skill as reading, writing, or grammar. It's a completely different muscle. And most people were never trained to use it properly. The biggest lie about listening. The biggest lie you've probably believed is this. If I learn more vocabulary, I'll understand fast English. Vocabulary helps. Yes. But it's not the main problem. You can know thousands of words and still freeze when someone speaks quickly. Why? Because real spoken English doesn't sound like the English you learned in books. In books, English is clean. In real life, English is messy. Words disappear. Sounds change. Sentences break. People interrupt themselves. Grammar rules bend. And your brain says, this doesn't match what I learned. Why your brain panics when English gets fast? Your brain loves patterns. When it doesn't recognize a pattern, it panics. When someone speaks fast, your brain tries to hear every word. Separate them clearly. Translate them. Understand the meaning. Remember what was said before. That's too much. So your brain gives up and you feel lost after 2 seconds. This isn't because you're slow. It's because you're doing too much at the same time. Written English versus spoken English. Here's something no one tells learners early enough. Written English and spoken English are not the same language. They use the same words, yes, but they sound completely different. Written English. Clear pronunciation. Full sentences. Perfect grammar. Spoken English. Reduced sounds. Connected speech. Shortcuts. Emotion-based rhythm. For example, what are you going to do about it? In real speech, this becomes, what are you gonna do about it? If your brain is waiting for every word to sound correct, you will always feel behind. Why fast English sounds like one long word? English is a stress-based language. That means important words are stressed. Small words are weak. Some sounds disappear completely. Native speakers don't pronounce every letter. They pronounce meaning. So instead of hearing, "I did not know that you were coming," you hear, "I didn't know you were cumin." Your brain needs to learn how English really sounds, not how it looks. Translation is slowing you down. Let's talk honestly. If you are translating in your head, fast English will always be difficult. Translation creates delay. By the time you translate the first sentence, the speaker is already explaining the next idea. So you feel like you're always late. Understanding fast English means learning to think in meaning, not in words. This doesn't happen automatically. It happens with exposure and the right kind of practice. Why you understand teachers but not real people? Have you noticed this? You understand English teachers, learning videos, slow, clear explanations. But you don't understand movies, interviews, casual conversations. That's because teachers simplify language. Real people don't. Real people change direction mid-sentence. Use fillers like like I mean. Speak emotionally. Swallow sounds. Don't care if you understand. This is not a problem. This is reality. And you need training for this, not just lessons. The emotional side of listening. Listening problems aren't just technical. They're emotional. When you don't understand fast English, you might feel embarrassed, frustrated, tired, angry at yourself. And then you start thinking, "I've been learning for years. Why is this still hard? Everyone else understands except me. I'll never sound natural." These thoughts make listening worse. Stress blocks comprehension. A calm brain listens better than a scared one. You don't need to understand everything. This is one of the most important mindset changes. You do not need to understand every word. Native speakers don't. They understand the main idea, the emotion, the intention. If you focus on catching everything, you miss the message. Let some words go. Let confusion pass. Understanding grows when you stop forcing it. Why repetition alone doesn't fix the problem? People say, "Just listen more." But listening without intention doesn't train your brain. It's like going to the gym and randomly using machines. You need repetition, focus, familiarity. Your brain learns through patterns, not pressure. How to actually fix your listening. Now let's talk about solutions, real ones. Not magic tricks. Not unrealistic advice. 1. Listen to the same content again and again. This is powerful. The first time. Don't pause. Don't rewind. Just listen. The second time. Notice familiar parts. Catch rhythm. The third time. Focus on unclear sounds. Repetition creates recognition. Recognition creates confidence. 2. Use subtitles strategically. Subtitles are tools, not enemies. Try this. First watch with subtitles, then watch without, or switch between them. Your goal is to connect sound to meaning, not to read. 3. Learn phrases, not single words. English is built on chunks. Native speakers think in phrases like, I don't know if. The thing is, at the end of the day, when you recognize chunks, fast English slows down automatically. 4. Shadowing helps more than you think. Shadowing means repeating what you hear immediately. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be perfect. This trains speed, rhythm, flow. It also builds confidence. 5. Accept misunderstanding calmly. Missing something is normal. Don't stop. Don't judge yourself. Don't panic. Let it go. Understanding doesn't happen word by word. It happens over time. Progress feels invisible. Listening progress is quiet. One day you realize, I didn't translate that. I understood the joke. I followed the conversation. It feels sudden, but it's not. It's the result of patience. You are not behind. If you understand slow English, you are capable of understanding fast English. Fast English is not harder. It's just different. And your brain will adapt. Final thoughts. If you're struggling, remember this. You're not bad at English. You're not slow. You're learning something your brain has never done before. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Stay consistent. And trust the process. If this episode helped you, please give it a like. It really supports the channel. Subscribe if you want more real, honest English like this. And leave a comment. Tell me what's hardest for you when listening to English. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.